Okay. Should be back. Unbelievable. You know, like, I can't fucking believe this shit sometimes. Hold on, let me check something. See if this. Can you get. Okay. Hey, Neil, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. The whole computer crashed. Oh. At first, I thought just the capture device had froze just like before, but the next thing I know I see a blue screen of death. I really fucking I hate Windows 10. I mean, when I get my new laptop, it'll have Windows 10, but I figured that since that's a device that is designed to work with the Windows 10, it should work a lot better than this laptop because this is a really old laptop that originally had Windows 8 installed, and I upgraded it to Windows 10, and it just doesn't work very well on it. It has all these issues, um, and it's clunky and it's bullshit. The only reason you might wonder why don't you downgrade to Windows 7 or something. The reason why I don't is because the Wi-Fi drivers for Windows 10 are better, and so I get better speeds. And obviously, if I'm gonna stream from this thing, it needs to be as fast as possible on the Wi-Fi. So that's the reason. Anyway, sorry about that. Ugh. How's everyone doing? By the way, Neil, you ever... Oh, why do I keep asking Neil whether he played a Sonic game? I keep forgetting Neil told me the only Sonic game Neil has ever played is Sonic 06. out of all the Sonic games in the world... Oh, good. Right at the end. Out of all the Sonic games in the world, the only Sonic game he ever played was Sonic 06. Hey, Tomboy Player! How are you doing? Tomboy Player has been watching some of my videos on YouTube, and I always encouraged her to come in and check me out live. And so she finally made it. How are you doing? I'm glad you could make a Twitch account and come to the stream. Hey, J Marion. How's it going? Have you ever played Sonic Unleashed? I only have one mouth, J Marion. I can only say hello to one person at a time. I can say hello to two people at once. if I had two mouths, if I was an alien from another planet. I gotta do one thing at a time. Sometimes I wish I could play multiple games at once. But I'm only one person, you know? There's only one game I can play at a time. Sometimes we gotta space it out like that. How you doing? How you doing, Jake? Oh, what the fuck? Hope everyone's doing well. So have you ever played this game before, Tomboy? Perspective's kind of annoying. Okay. Technically a mini game inside a game is playing two games. I don't know, I guess. I like mini games in games though. I like that. I like playing little mini games when I'm playing like a big open world game. That's kind of cool. Older brother did? Is a diehard Sonic fan? Oh, nice. What's his favorite Sonic game? I am a diehard Sonic fan as well. I grew up with Sonic. was, it wasn't the first video game I ever played, but it is the first console game that I owned. We had PC games before then, though. But me and my sister, we saved up all of our money to buy a Game Gear. It came with Sonic 2, and technically there was another game that came with it, a stupid sports game. Bro, I'm doing okay. If I was doing bad, you'd be the first one to find out. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. If I wasn't fine, you'd probably be able to tell. I'd be raging right about now. Like I was when I was playing Sonic Lost World. But this game is not actually a rage-inducing game. Not really. At least I haven't yet. I don't think that's good. Okay. So what kind of games you playing these days, Tomboy? J Marian, I know you're playing Fortnite. I don't need to ask you. Unless that's changed recently, but I doubt it. Let's go up this way. Oh, you're playing a different game. What are you playing? Unless you're joshing me. Paladins? Oh. I heard of that. Heard that game. I haven't seen any gameplay of it yet, though. Let me guess, you're playing that on the Switch, right? Isn't that like a roguelite or something? Oh, playing on an Xbox. Phantasy Star 4? Oh, wow. Final Fantasy 6, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, and Splatoon 2 lately. Oh, cool. There's a lot of games. I actually, I don't know if you saw my stream of Phantasy Star 4, but I did export it to the Enigma Gaming channel. Yeah, I played that with my buddy Luke. It was, yeah, I mean, like, it kind of bored me a little bit, but I can see why it's a classic JRPG. Final Fantasy 6, I played that, yeah, I beat that game on the GBA, actually, but I did play it on the SNES emulator. I would always get to, like, the Break the World event, and then give up on it, because I just, like, the Break the World event just kind of bored me. We're gonna die. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is great. I have it. I've been playing it like off and on. But yeah, same great gameplay. I love Crash Bandicoot. That was gross. Judging spatial awareness in this game can be kind of tricky. What weapons do you use in Splatoon 2? What weapons do you main? I use a lot of the project. I used to use the projectile weapons a lot, but then I switched over to using the blaster. Rapid blaster or whatever it's called. An emote? Yeah, I'll try to get some more for you, J Marion, but didn't you just tell me you didn't care? You told me before that you didn't care if I got new emotes or not. Uh-oh. No! Such an over-the-top scream. Oh, great. I knew that was gonna happen. We were right at the end. There's a way to get more lives. I just don't remember how to do it. I think you gotta go to the Gaia gate and kind of look around. Why don't we just do that right now and see what we can find? Actually, I should have gone to Apatos and did that. Yeah, maybe in here. Sometimes you can get a few extra lives. You really need more. Right now we only have 2. Let's see. Some kind of puzzle solving shit. Secret soundtrack. What do we do here? Okay. There we go. Oh, good. There it is. So that gives us a total of 3. Looks like there's something up there, though. Looks like there might be something. Let's try to go up there. Oh, we need to bring the box over. How do we bring the box over? Yeah, there's some extra stuff over there too. Okay, well, here's how to bring the box over. Oh good, another one up. So this will give us a total of 4 lives. There's one more item too. Let's go check it out. It's probably just a soundtrack. Yes, J Marion. Yep, soundtrack. Collected everything in this area, okay. I appreciate that, J Marion. But I barely even know you. How can I love you if I don't even know you that well? I don't even know you, man. Well, that was a gift card, though. Let's go to Apatos. Oh, wait. We were doing Alaska, right? Okay. Alright, let's just go to stage. Oh, time attack. Eh, let's just do this. Since it's here. So tell me what this Paladins game is about, J Marion. I'm really curious. giving us the instructions, right? Oh, I should have taken that shortcut. Oh well. Is this music not awesome? No, you fuckers! No! Now we gotta start over from the beginning? Or what? Nope. Good. Damn it! Sorry guys, I gotta concentrate a little bit. Alright, we got it.
No problem.
So a little of your fancy stuff for it, dual weapons and enables you to dodge, any zapper, bucket. Oh, okay, those are the weapons. The dualies. Any zapper, yeah, I used that one. Bucket, didn't use the bucket too much. Paintbrush. Rarely used the rollers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used the NES zapper quite a bit. Dualies I used, and the blaster is what I use now when I played. I don't really play it much anymore. Paladins is basically like Overwatch. Oh really? Well, I'm gonna be playing Overwatch once I get my gaming PC. So I don't need fake Overwatch when I get the real thing. The dualies, yeah, the dualies are pretty cool. I like the way they look. What game modes do you play? Do you play ranked? Or do you mostly just stick to the turf war stuff? Can't stand Overwatch? Why is that? Is it because of the toxic community? Legit wish it had a single-player campaign. That's why I didn't get it yet, because it's one of those multiplayer games. So if you don't pay for PlayStation Plus, then there's no point to it. It's a multiplayer-focused game. The good thing with Splatoon 2 is that, for now anyway, online play on Switch is free, but it won't be like that. I think in November or something, it's gonna switch to the paid service. Mostly Turf War and Salmon Run. Mm-hmm. I used to mostly do Turf War. In September. So sooner than I thought. It's a good thing I'm getting my gaming PC. Love Unreal. Once I get my gaming PC, I can play the new one. Did you check out the new one at all? Is this guy not dying? Not just some whore you can pay off, say I love you. Love can't be bought, J. Mario. Don't you understand? Different hitboxes, different health sizes. character you're playing as. There's different. Yeah, it's a different kind of game. Overwatch. It's like a class-based system. I'm not too familiar with the game, but I will be. I'm gonna be doing a lot more PC gaming once I get my laptop, so that's just one of the games I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna also check out, I might check out Titanfall too. That looks kind of cool. It's not as popular as the other games, but I like mechs. That's also why I'm gonna get, what's it called? Mech Warrior Online. Back when I was a kid, that was my jam. Guy Jams, Jamarion. That was my jam. Mech Warrior 2. Mech Warrior 2, then Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. Yeah, the new Unreal Tournament. It's kind of weird. It's actually a free-to-play game, and it's still technically in development, but you can play it. So it's totally free, but like the way they're gonna make money on it, well, is I think there's gonna be like mods that you have to pay for, but like it's being made by the fans basically. Yeah, I'll try to post some stuff about it in the Discord. And Jay Morin, that's up to you, bro. No single-player campaign there either. Yeah, not yet. Anyway, I mean they might add one. I mean, Unreal Tournament was always an online-focused game, but you could play it offline with bots and stuff. So they might add something like there was in Unreal Tournament 99, which is the unofficial name for Unreal Tournament 1. Have you played the other ones, by the way, like 2004 or Unreal Tournament 3? Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna get that one too. Even though it's totally dead, but I was really impressed with Unreal Tournament 3 from the demo that I played. I don't know, it just never got. It came out like around the same time Call of Duty came out, and when Call of Duty was huge, it just stole Unreal Tournament 3's thunder, which is a real shame because it's so cool. Unreal Gold. I tried playing Unreal. I tried playing Unreal. I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. But the graphics at the time were incredible. What'd you think of Unreal 3? You must also know about Quake 3, which was the big competitor. There's also a new Quake, similar to Quake 3. It's called Quake Champions, I think? Something like that. You enjoyed it? I like the Dark Walkers. Oh, you know all about Quake Champions. You tried that one? Oh, cool. Did you say you went to E3? Can't remember. Would I introduce them to games and stuff? Yeah, of course. It's always great to have hobbies in common with your kids. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. Must be expensive. Yeah, the only real practical way to get into like E3 is to be like a journalist. Because then you can go for free or some shit. Okay, we're almost there. Press passes, yeah. an item. Alright, let's see how to do this without dying. It's very precarious. Precise platforming in an imprecise game. There we go. What'd you think of that? Not too shabby if I do say so.
Like that, huh?
Werehog stages must be a pain in the ass to play. They, like, yeah, like the control is. Oh wow, S rank. That's pretty good. They're a little slippery. The controls, they're not terrible, but they're not great either. Like a lot of people really hate the Werehog, and if it were the HD version, I would agree. I mean, it's not. It's much. The HD version of the Werehog is worse. The Wii version's a little bit better, but it's not what you play the game for. You played this game for, you know, the daytime stages, which unfortunately comprise like maybe 15% of this game. Ratchet and Clank is shit. It's the bee's knees. Highly disappointed with the reboot. Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about Ratchet and Clank. I actually really liked the reboot. I know a lot of people don't like it. I don't know why. I love Ratchet and Clank. I thought the reboot was great. My least favorite one was Quest for Booty, which was the second game in the Future series. But that was like it was kind of like a quick game that they made as like it was a downloadable game originally, but I think they made a physical version of it. Oh shit. So I didn't like that one. Some people didn't like All for One. I really like that one. Okay. Oh yeah, the other thing about the Werehog is the camera can be a little bad. But it's not terrible. Definitely the HD version of the Werehog has an even worse camera. It's closer to him, which increases the amount of detail that you see. So graphically, I guess it looks more impressive, but gameplay-wise, it's so bad. Fundamentally change the dynamic between the characters. I'll give you a video that spells out everything. It's disagreed about the reboot. It's like an hour long, I think. Yeah, sure, you can post it in Discord if you like. Yeah, you can go ahead and post that in the Discord. I did stream that game a while ago. Get up there, you fucker. And yeah, I only beat it once, but then again, like I only ever beat Ratchet and Clank games once, but they're really worth replaying. In fact, they probably are actually more fun on the second playthrough, because then you get the cash multiplier and stuff. Whoops. And then you can get like the better weapons. There's so much to unlock, and it's very satisfying to unlock it all. Well, unfortunately, you know, we haven't had any new Ratchet and Clank games since the reboot. I think part of the thing was like there was a movie coming out at the same time, and I think it just used like the cutscenes from the game to make the movie, which is just bizarre. But hopefully they can make a new Ratchet and Clank game on, I don't know, doesn't really matter when they make it, but hopefully they can make one day. Because I love it. I love the series. So what do you think about Phantasy Star 4, Tomboy? What do you think of that so far? Unfortunately, like with JRPGs, like I just don't think they've aged all that great. I mean, at the time, you know, they had their place, and I think some of them are still fun. But I think storytelling in games has improved so much since the old days, and you know, these JRPGs, they really are dependent on the story to carry the game. You know, if you're not really into the story, it's kind of hard to enjoy it. And I just couldn't get into the story in Phantasy Star 4, but like, I can definitely see it being, you know, something interesting. And it does actually tell the story in a decent way. It has like more interesting, you know, I don't know if you would call them cutscenes, but like it has these like still images to convey the story, which is pretty cool. Oh shit. I actually played the game I like the most is actually Phantasy Star 1, which I played a long time ago, and that was for the Sega Master System. I think that game's really good. It reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy 1. It has like different kind of game philosophy, game design than other JRPGs. Because those early JRPGs were more heavily influenced by Dungeons and Dragons, and so they weren't so... the story wasn't as important to them as exploration was.
Good. You keep doing what the fuck you doing, man. You keep
Not
these
J.
motherfucking
Marion.
White Knights.
Thank you for the follow, not J. Mario. At the Ice Planet, saved a girl named Kyra. Beat Phantasy Star 2 7 months ago. I tried playing Phantasy Star 2. Yeah, that game was just so boring to me. There's so much grinding, and like bizarrely, like in Phantasy Star 2, it actually took a step backwards from Phantasy Star 1 with the battles. In Phantasy Star 1, the battles have full backgrounds, and one of the things I like the most about Phantasy Star 1 is how the graphics were so much better than Final Fantasy on the NES. It's so colorful. Hello, Retro Wave. How are you doing? You a fan of Sonic Unleashed? Fan of Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm trying to meet new Sonic fans. I'm a big Sonic fan myself, so any new Sonic fans I can find, I welcome. But yet the battles in Phantasy Star 2, like the backgrounds were like this weird VR thing. All of them, like they do have animated enemies, which is pretty cool. But born off of Sonic? Nice. What's your favorite Sonic game? Dreamcast? Oh, let me guess. Sonic Adventure 2 is your favorite? I never actually owned the Dreamcast. But a lot of the best games for the Dreamcast were ported to other systems as time went on. I really like Shenmue. Shenmue 2 was ported to Sonic and the Black Knight. Come on. There's no way. Shenmue 2 was ported to the Xbox, and I love that game. Speaking of Shenmue, we're going to be getting the remakes, the remasters of Shenmue pretty soon. Sonic and the Black Knight. You know, I played Sonic and the Secret Rings. Um, and it's so bad. Like, the graphics are great, and the music's also really good, too, but everything else about the game is so shit. Sonic Shuffle. Isn't that the Sonic, like, the Sonic version of Mario Party? That was on the Dreamcast, wasn't it? Let's see, where are we going to now? We gotta go to Spagonia. Well, before then, let's finish up some of the levels in Abatos. I played like Mario Party briefly on the N64. I could never get into it. As a single, I'm sure as a multiplayer game, as a party game, it's great. But as a single player game, it's just so dull. But they made so many. Activate.
Once the unleashed gauge is full, press the ZL button or the ZR button. Your attacks get way stronger.
Okay. Get this thing over here. Yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh man. Sonic Adventure 1? Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it must have been one of the Sonic Adventure games, since you started out on the Dreamcast. The first console I physically owned, I guess like some people wouldn't count it as a console, but the Game Gear. It's a portable console, portable system. That was the first one that I bought, but we did have computers before then. So I did play PC games before then. Sonic and the Secret Ring, see, I never beat it. I have it. The control is so bad. You have to control the whole entire game with motion controls. And these are Wii motion controls. So like the most primitive motion controls imaginable. The whole game was controlled with that.
You can use the move you just learned to keep your attack going. If you can chain your attacks together.
Okay. Alternate X and Y button. Just give me tutorials when I already figured this stuff out. Didn't think it was that bad, then again you were like 13. Oh yeah? There's this one level in Sonic and the Secret Rings where you're fighting against the wind. And it is the worst control ever. At the time I didn't even know how to beat it, but it turned out like you have to get like other power-ups, and then like there's like power-ups that you can attach to yourself, and like the game never really explained that very well anyway. Anyway, like at a certain point I was just like, fuck it. I never beat that game, and I never want to play it again. It's so bad. Yeah, there's still a couple of more continents to connect. Might be able to go to the daytime version of this stage pretty soon. Let's see. Skills were the best part of the Secret Rings? Oh, okay, that's what they're called. Yeah, I didn't even know about them at first in that game. I was like, what? How am I supposed to beat this wind level when it's just blowing me away? Yeah, you had to attach some skills or whatever. Where are we going? Visit Alaska? Can you believe this padding? This is just busy work. easy gun mode, you could literally break the game. You know, it's so clunky. Sonic is constantly running forward. In order to slow down, you have to pull. You're holding the Wiimote like an NES controller, and in order to slow down, you have to pull back, and you tilt it from left to right in order to move left and right. But he auto runs the whole time, and in order to jump, you have to charge it. Oh, it's so bad. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. Like with this game, by the way, Sonic and Secret Rings came out at around the same time as this game. But this game has some problems. It's not perfect, but like, I'll play this game a million times over Sonic and the Secret Rings. Black Knight, yeah, you could control your character with the analog stick in that game, but he has a sword which requires waggle controls. So they pulled like a Twilight Princess with that, because that's how you had to swing your sword in Twilight Princess 2. But from what I heard, I didn't play it myself, but from what I saw and what I heard, it still controls pretty badly. Black Knight was supposed to be on the 360 and PS3, is that right? Alright, is this a boss? Yeah, this has got to be a boss. Dark Moray. Let's see, how the hell do we beat this guy? Gotta destroy all the electrode things. Down. Commence attack on the Death Star's main reactor. What he's doing, he's gouging that guy's throat out. Made a build with the Hedgehog engine, is that right? The Hedgehog engine, for those of you who don't know, that was actually the engine that was used in the HD version of Sonic Unleashed. It was also used in Sonic Generations as well. Did they ever show any, like, was there any leaked footage for that? I would love to see it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Sonic Forces is also running on the quote-unquote Hedgehog engine. That thing's fucking old, man. It's over 10 years old. Let's do this. There we go. Wait. Okay. Actually, you can post that on my Discord if you want, so I can check it out later. You type in !Discord. Post it there. Thank you, Juju. dead. There we go. Phantasy Star 1, 2, and 3 has that old JRPG syndrome, especially the first game. Dungeons are horrible. It's in first person. Yeah, that's probably the weakest part of Phantasy Star 1. It's in 3D, which was a technical achievement at the time. It's technically impressive, but it's so bad, and like it was labyrinthian. It was awful because there were trap doors in the floor actually, and you can't see them. Hello, not J Marion. How are you? I'm assuming you're not J Marion. But yeah, the dungeons were the weakest part of the game. But other than that, I really liked it. But as bad as the dungeons were in Phantasy Star 1, I actually prefer them over the dungeons in Phantasy Star 2. Even though aesthetically the ones in Phantasy Star 2 look better, they were actually more labyrinthian. They were much more confusing. So yeah, I played Phantasy Star 2 for a while, and then I kind of gave up. Phantasy Star 3 I never played. Is that all of them? Oh, there it is. Phantasy Star 4, yeah, that's the game that Tomboy's playing right now, actually. Ridiculous. I'm not really sure what to do here. Exactly. How do I get up there? Not dead. I'm dead. Alright. Gotta do all that all over again. The other JRPG that you're playing, Tomboy, is Final Fantasy VI. A lot of people consider that to be the best Final Fantasy game. It's okay. I don't really like it that much, honestly. I think Final Fantasy IV is better. But then again, I haven't played that game in a long time. But I remember liking it. My favorite Final Fantasy games are... I like Final Fantasy 15 from a gameplay perspective, and I like Final Fantasy 10 the most from a story. I also like Final Fantasy 13. A lot of people don't. I thought that was I had to rely on a guide for the dungeons in Final Fantasy Star 2. Yeah, I don't blame you. Old games like that, you pretty much have to use it. That's it. Reason to throw that thing out. Playing Final Fantasy 6 on the SNES Mini. SNES Mini. Is that the, you mean the SNES Classic? You're new, but you already want to say you love me? It's a little hasty, isn't it? A little early. You ever watch Pokemon the movie? The first one? Remember that song? Don't say you love me, you don't even know me. Remember that song? Look at all this shit. It's on his head, but I'm not really sure. In order to avoid that, asshole. Give me the rings. Where do I beat this guy? Anybody have any ideas? I really don't know. Maybe. Oh, he's almost dead. Oh wait. I think he's dead. I think we got him. All right, finally.
Not so hot.
A win's a win. Yatta! Thank you, Tomboy. Thank you, Alright, that'll restore another piece of the planet. Fourth continent. Okay. Now we gotta go back to Professor Pickle. Slightly less of that. Spagonia. You watch any anime, Tomboy? Based on your Yata, I'm assuming maybe you might have watched some anime here and there. The manuscripts say blah blah blah. Who cares? That's ridiculous. Put a diggy bag.
All systems are green. Dark Gaia activation is confirmed on all 7 continents. Electromagnetic homing signals are locked on. All units converging on point 0.
Yes, yes, perfect! Gathering Dark Gaia's pieces is such a pain. I'll have them come to me instead! A brilliant shift in perspective. An idea worthy of Dr. Eggman, super genius!
Your skill at self-aggrandizement is unparalleled.
Silence! Activate the Dark Gaia fusion furnace. And while you're at it, get those energy conversion circuits warmed up.
Understood. Commencing Project Dark Gaia. Requesting final clearance.
Granted. Ha! Finally, my ambitions will be achieved.
There's some funny moments in this game, just like in Sonic Lost World. Even though there's nothing special about the story. At least there's some funny moments. Alright, this is Shamar. This is kind of like the Middle Eastern equivalent to whatever the Middle East. That was kind of cool. I really like the music here. Gotta find out what the locals have to say. Like we care. Good music. Not that big on it. Enjoy watching naughty animes. Took Japanese class for nearly a decade. Oh wow, that's impressive. What kind of naughty animes do you like? Like you mean like when you say naughty anime, you mean like hentai? Watch some hentai here and there. Japanese class for a decade. Have you ever been to Japan? I always wanted to go to Japan. One of these days I will. I believe. I'd love to go to Japan. Go here. Sitting through these dialogue things gives you no greater insight to the story because the story's crap anyway. So don't, if you ever play this game, don't feel bad for skipping through all the dialogue. They also did this crap in Sonic Rush 2, and ugh, it made Sonic Rush 2 so much worse. Alright. Oh good, we can go directly to the new daytime stage. We're actually kind of close to beating the game. Like, I think this is the last continent that we have to really visit. Just soft hentai, not hardcore. Ah. Love Hina? Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen Love Hina. Never been to Japan. Same with France and England. I've been to France when I was in 3rd grade. I still remember it though. It's cool. Technically I've been to England, but I was just a baby. This is actually a really cool level design. And this music, awesome. Little alternate path here. Fuck. Alright. Fuckers. Away. Pretty cool. Don't you wish the whole game could have been like this? Music sounds like it's from Shantae. Yeah. You like Shantae? I streamed Shantae the Pirate's Curse a while ago. I really liked it. It's a great game. I definitely want to try out the other Shantae games. It was made by WayForward. I love WayForward. They make lots of really great 2D games with 16-bit art style. It's so good. Played all of them. Oh, nice. Maybe one day we'll stream another Shantae game. I think Risky's Revenge was the game that came before Pirate's Curse. Maybe we'll do that. That one looks pretty good. Damn it! Why the hell can't I ever do those quick time events? Push the wrong button again. So which Shantae game is your favorite?
Yes!
Moon Medal. We might might have to backtrack and collect some more moons by replaying these levels and just getting better scores. I don't mind that too much. It's not that big of a grind. Like, if you want to know what a grind is like, you know, definitely play Dust Force. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Okay. Yeah, the one for the Wii U. Yeah, that's the one I played.
Press the X button when you see a line of rings to do a lights. Give it a try when you see
Oops. Did it too late.
No!
Yeah, I really like Pirate's Curse. That's actually the only one I played so far. I know they made a new one with the HD graphics and stuff. That one looks pretty cool. I think that's called Genie Hero or something?
Press the X. Give it a try when you see.
For fuck's sake!
Not my best one.
Oh yeah, that's right. It came out on the 3DS as well. The Wii U one looks pretty cool. I like it on the big screen and stuff.
Here we go!
This guy is actually he's the reason why I'm being thrown off. You motherfucker!
No!
We gotta push the X button? Alright, I'm pushing the wrong button, that's why.
Here we go! Press the X. Give it a try.
Okay, that's stupid. It's
Decent day.
on like Nintendo consoles for some stupid reason they always reverse the X and Y buttons on the controller. Hey, communist. Yep, Werewolf Sonic, which is actually a misnomer. It's kind of weird. Like, werewolf... Were actually means man.
Here we
So, they call him the werehog. So, what that literally means is man hog. Alright, we can get those ascending rings on. Get this right. Got it.
No problem.
Alright, maybe we'll do just one more level, and then we'll call it a night. Alright, dodge the jars.
Here we
These are some of the most annoying missions. Let's see how well we do. You can't touch any of the jars. Oh boy. Damn it.
Not my best one.
Yeah, these can be really irritating. If you touch just one jar, you have to start all over again. They're usually not, the stages are usually not too long, but yeah, they can be a little annoying.
Here we go! my best one. Here we go!
So, I can take this a lot slower if I wanted to. It's just sometimes you need momentum to get through, but there's no time limit to doing this mission. What the hell? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, here's the tricky part. We gotta get through this. We need to have enough momentum to carry us through it. Got it.
Sweet!
Right. Okay, I think that's a pretty good place to stop for tonight. So we're kind of getting close to the end of the game now. I think there might be, yeah, we might be able to beat it tomorrow. Wait, let me think. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, I think we should be able to stream tomorrow. Wednesday, I might be busy though. Um, so we might be able to beat this tomorrow. If not, then I would say like 2 streams at the most. And then after that, I'm not really sure. We can kind of talk about what we want to stream after this game. We could do another Sonic game, or maybe we might even stream Shantae, uh, or something completely different, or whatever. We'll see. Yeah, by then I actually will have my gaming laptop, so maybe I could stream something from that. But it might take some time to get stuff set up on it. But anyway, that's it for tonight. We will pick this up again tomorrow. I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. So have a good night, everyone. Bye.